bodhamātro'hamajñānādupādhiḥ kalpito mayā evaṃ vimṛśato nityaṃ nirvikalpe sthitirmama. I am the pure consciousness. Through ignorance, I have projected my equipment, such as the body, upon the self. Constantly reflecting thus, I abide in myself, purged of all mental activities. Chinmaya's commentary, a very small commentary. Here, for the first time, we meet with the significant term nirvikalpa, meaning devoid of all imagination, suggesting the spiritual state of thoughtlessness. This expression seems to be an original phrase minted in the inspired bosom of Saint Ashtavakra. Later, Patanjali popularized it, and Shankara and other masters freely employed it. But it is significant that we meet this phrase neither in major Upanishads nor even in the Bhagavad Gita. That means nirvikalpa expression is not to be found in the 10 or the 11 major Upanishads or even in the Bhagavad Gita. It was born for the first time in this verse in the Ashtavakra Gita. It is only when we come to forget our waking state, personality, that the dream is ever possible. To reflect constantly that I am the consciousness and to play with the equipments of experiences in the constant understanding that they are mere illusory projections upon me, the self, is the secret of abiding myself ever in the supreme state without any mental disturbances or thoughts. Nirvikalpa. As long as the spiritual understanding is steady, the outer world can never penetrate into the sanctum of our personality. Sanctum of our personality to create even a ripple of disturbance in our mind. Unquote. In this world, we are always something or someone. We are a human, a male or a female, young or old, mother or father, brother or sister, husband or wife, rich or poor, good or bad, and so on. We have numerous identities which we use to define ourselves or relate ourselves. If someone asks who you are, or if you have to give your credentials, you will habitually respond with one or more of those identities. Some of them are given here earlier. And express your willingness to be part of the world or experience the sense of belongingness. These are all various labels which we have fixed upon ourselves. Ashtavakra says about this label that you have projected your equipment on you, the self. The projection of vimṛśato on yourself is due to your ego, your vasanas. I am. ऽहमज. This is you, the self. With this I am, if you fix anything, if you suffix anything, any label, I am a doctor, I am a manager, I am so and so, any label, once you suffix to this āham, I am, then you have projected your ego over yourself. All these identities, some of them mentioned in the earlier para, they are the attributes or the labels which the world uses to put you in a category and classify you so that they can draw some conclusions about you and to deal with you accordingly. However, when you remain in the background as a pure witness, with your mind stilled, you exist as pure consciousness. For the world, you are an individual, an object, a label, which is useful or useless, known or unknown. If you keep identifying yourself as this and that, you will always remain an object, an individual with destructible labels or names and forms. According to Ashtavakra, it is the state of ignorance, ajnana, in which the apparent reality takes precedence over the hidden reality, and in which the whole becomes the parts to move the wheel of life. If you persist in that thought that you are pure consciousness, and if you settle in that identity and abide in self without any egoistic labels, Ashtavakra declares that you will become established in nirvikalpa samadhi, the formless state of self-absorption. Nirvikalpa samadhi here means the state of pure consciousness without any forms or attributes. The effort to reach this state of nirvikalpa samadhi should be continuous, because the mind can easily become distracted in worldly matters and revert to its old habits. A yogi has to be on guard and constantly remind himself he is not this neti, as he thinks about his name and form or attributes. Nirvikalpa samadhi is the stateless self-absorption in which there is no duality between the object and the subject, and between the knower and the known. Knower and the known, which we dealt with a verse just now, a day before. Hence, there will be no self-awareness also, because awareness of the self can arise only in duality. In the unified state of pure consciousness, knowledge becomes self-evident, but it cannot be easily translated into human experience. Nirvikalpa samadhi burns away all the latent impressions, samskaras, predominant desires, vasanas, and all formations of karmic fruit, and thereby results in the end of rebirth. Hari Om Tat Sat.